Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. We will, as usual, pull a rune for each position, a tarot card for each position, and a final rune of clarity for each position in your rune reading here for this week. And also, at the very end, the Soul's Journey Oracle deck is what we will be using for an Oracle deck here for this week. So stay tuned for that, Aquarius. At the very recent past here, this is the God's Ing's rune of Ingwas. This is an irreversible rune, as you can see. This is a rune about stability. Whenever you have the lines going like that at the bottom, it's a very stable rune. This is stable on all sides. It's a very stable rune. This is that seed that's planted in the fertile soil. This is like an exercise in divine timing, knowing that that seed is going to open at the right time, grow roots at the right time, and produce visible growth above the soil at the right time as it's nurtured, as it's in that fertile soil. So this is walking away with knowing rather than guessing, right? Responding without and rather than reacting, like divine masculine healing here in your recent past. Bless your challenge with aspects of that in your recent past here. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Here we have the 10 of Shields or 10 of Pentacles reversed. So I see this as a confirmation of challenged with that sense of stability and where that is in your life, that abundance of stability, more or less. So let's get that rune of clarity here for this. Yeah, where you stand in the world, where you stand in the collective thoughts, definitions, meanings, not really being open so much to lessons or changing your mind or changing your identity based on new information or new ways of being, or when your abundance is challenged. Is it grounded? Does it automatically shake your sense of self-worth, your definitions, right? Is your ego energy tied into this, where you stand and where you are in your life, and how you are with attachments to outcomes, attachments to labels, conditions, right? Okay, bless or challenge with aspects of this in the past, but I see with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, this more or less a challenge here of that sense of abundance of this energy, right? So let's see what's in your energetic now. Needing to be more flexible, durable, strong. This is the U branch, Y-E-W. This is, the rune's name is Iwas, and this is the axis of the world tree, the balancing of the information between the great condor at the top of the tree of life and the great serpent at the bottom, and you're feeling like the squirrel in the middle, like balancing all that information very poorly, by the way. But still being a part of this needing to be strong, durable, flexible with this axis, this irreversible rune that you are on. Bless or challenge with aspects of this, by the way. Death card reversed. Death card reversed is interesting. So this is more of not really anything ending, making a cycle complete, and therefore beginning a new one. But this is more like something beginning, question mark, or something maybe resurrected in your life, like a renewal of faith in yourself, maybe, that's concluding a cycle that, you know, this is more of a bringing something in that new, that's causing a closure, rather than like a closure causing that new next phase in your life. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, this is all about the cycles and the balance and what we're receiving in life and in death, right? How are we perceiving those energies? How are we receiving them? In the rune of clarity, rather, for the energetic now is Isa, maybe feeling more stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons, maybe needing to go within for clarity. Isa, the rune of ice here, is letting the water freeze over the deep lake for that deep introspection, for that deep emotional dive. Again, these are not influences, these are just the energies that are around you right now. So please take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. we're going to get a lot more clarity as we move forward here. So speaking of that, with your rune for your energetic near future is in Sohilo. This is beautiful because this is your authenticity center, shining like the sun. The sun's light shines on anything and everything without hesitation, reservation, or judgment. Doesn't care what color your skin is or what your religious beliefs are or what gender you identify as. It just shines no matter what. So this is calling you to be more in your authentic self and maybe enhanced aspects thereof. This is natural success, also vitality, luck, feeling generous, feeling very happy and blessed. Like the Midas touch kind of energy, like everything you touch seems to be blessed because you're authentic, right? This is beautiful energy to have in your near future. Let's see what your card of clarity is. Beautiful, 3 of Cups. Yeah, so celebrating with family, feasting with family, right? Is what's really on this card. Celebrating each other, your clan members, the people that help you be you, right? So this is beautiful celebratory kind of energies where you all three are pouring each other's cups. You're making sure each other's plates are full. This isn't something that's like, okay, who's filling my plate or who's filling my cup. It's no, you're being authentic, you're shining, you're giving out. You're being in service to and of one another. You get to celebrate that moving forward. So I think this is an aspect of abundance of yours that you're kind of letting go of, that you're adapting into these new changes and needing to be durable, but going within for that guidance and kind of like, yeah, it's not part of your identity anymore here, I believe. Your aspects of abundance. So this is more debility, toughness, flexibility, adapting into this. This is more probably something that you've been dealing with, and this is something more like a muscle that you get to exercise and therefore grow stronger in this ability, and that helps you be more authentic. That helps you be blessed with your whole clan members, your people that help fill your energetic cups, right? Your emotional cups, right? That's where that was probably shaken up here in the past, was your labels and projections of other members in your family, and probably giving birth to a new sort of meaning and definition to this all, because you're all going through some stuff together, and that causes that death of that, okay, where the heck is my abundance at kind of stuff. In your influence of the now is Yera, the rune of the year, another irreversible rune. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 irreversible runes in the main aspects so far for you, Aquarius. You're the first one to get that, and I only have one more rune reading to go here. So this is beautiful energy of the harvest. Harvest, Yera means year. Nickname the rune of the harvest because at the end of the year we make a harvest, and during the harvest we do what? We learn our lessons. We take evaluation. What we sow is what we reap. The liminal space in between cycles, right? Death and rebirth. This is gaining that knowledge and lessons of the now, like taking that big inhale between singing notes in a song, right? There's always going to be, in every wavelength, there's always going to be that little pause in between, and this is where we breathe in. This is where we relearn and recharge and apply the lessons learned. With this, we have the Empress energy clarifying, nurturing and bringing into several things more things into fruition, right? Aspects of being, tangible things, no matter what. This is also having the beautiful birch goddesses Rune Bracana here, just driving this home with like the matriarch of the family, kind of nurturing kind of energy. Here is what I'm getting to with the 3 of Cups and the Empress here. So maybe you're influenced with that kind of energy in your family, and that's helping you learn some lessons. maybe the wisdom of like the mother in your family. Well, this is still though with the Empress here, knowing how to begin things. So you're learning a lot of these, knowing how to nurture, knowing how to begin things right now. So what's your rune of clarity here for that? Yeah, uncovering mysteries. Yeah, you're learning these new things. These obviously, I mean, you're going through an initiation kind of a period right now where you're uncovering mysteries. You know how it started. You kind of know how it'll end, but or how you would like it to end anyway. But you're energetically invested in this, and you're going to see it through and to come out with a shifted perspective. Therefore, being initiated through all this. So you're definitely in this liminal space in between of these cycles like this. Okay, well, and going within a bit, maybe feeling like stuck and needing to be flexible at the same time, but you're really influenced a lot by like learning new things about how to begin new things or nurture things in different, subtly different ways. So what's your advice for right now, Aquarius? Stay in the energetic flow. uh, Radho is a rune of travel, so this could be calling you to travel. This could also mean a change of house, spouse, or career where you're moving, or you're changing your career, or you're leaving that troublesome lover kind of energy. Uh, so what this means is that you're not surrendering to stuck, stagnant, discordant, or unhealthy kind of vibrations or energies in your life. You're following your joy. You're being in lockstep with that being now, being in the present, and that's how we remain in flow. So you're called to be very present, be very now, be now. I had it took me a long time to learn what be now actually meant, like for my being to fully embrace what that actually meant. And I think you're kind of challenged with the same thing here, Aquarius. Like, what does being present look like for you? Okay, now what does it mean? What do you think it should mean? Just study all aspects of what presence is, I think. Yeah. This could be you leaving a career or finding a different way to generate or put or apply your craft or how you're showing up to what abundance means to you. So by that, I mean, you were probably pretty driven before in a certain, maybe a way of thinking or a way of doing things, and you're surrendering more. You need to surrender more now to divine flow. Let go of those rigid ways of showing up for your aspects of abundance, because it wasn't working for you in the past, obviously, right? So here is the rune for your outcome, and this is Odin's rune. So this is indicative of the patch that covers Odin's eye. This is like something that's hidden from you or something that you already know. So with that energy, I just want to pause here for a second and get that rune of clarity. I almost forgot. Thank you, Divine. Okay. Legacy work, Othala, is clarified by now. So leaving behind a lasting legacy, nurturing your legacy, being present with your clan, your family, right? And this kind of like motherly love kind of energy you want to nurture into that legacy work, your foundational work, and being present with that, and not so rigid and like this is how you generate abundance in a family. Well, sure. No, because everybody in your family is different, aren't they? Everyone in your clan is different, aren't they? You're not the same you're not obligated to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. There's no thing that says that you have to be this one certain identity for your whole entire life, Aquarius, okay? So leaving behind a good, healthy, lasting legacy. Is it transitory or is it perpetual? Right? Okay, so thank you for bearing with me while I made up for that. Odin's rune, okay. Something that you already know or something that is hidden from you. I think this one's hidden from you. We're going to get a rune of clarity from the Unikite rune set, totally unused set here at the very end. So stay tuned. All right, here you have the Hierophant. Hierophant is clarifying this with your outcome for the now. So with that, you're being able to listen to more higher guidance. I think you're really opening yourself up to new understandings and comprehensions on a more intimate level with like spirit, with your divine self, with your inner child, maybe with passed on family member, or like you're listening to advice from like a guru, or you're listening to maybe some spiritual guidance from a professional, or you're getting that help that you need, that divine advice in your life. So the rune at the very top of this card, you can barely see it, is right here as well. That's being very present and like showing up to learn the lessons of the now. So this could be divine source even communicating with you and showing you like that better connection of being present, being now, and just like soaking up every bit of this rich and wonderful and beautiful life you have, Aquarius. Yeah. Rune of clarity for this one. Needs, constraints, limitations being met and balanced. This is Nadi's rune of now this. So this is a lot of balancing wants versus needs, constraints, limitations versus is it an actual want? Is it an actual need? Is it a perceived or limitation, which is a fear, or is it an actual limitation? So you're going to have better aspects of that when you're tuning in and listening to this guidance, and I think this is going to be a lot easier for you to meet the needs, constraints, limitations that come up in daily life. Things happen, right? Life happens. You're going to be a lot more durable and flexible in the outcome with this, shining with your authenticity with your clan. I mean, this is beautiful stuff here, Aquarius. I like your rune reading. Let me know in the comments below how it resonates. Rune of clarity here for this. Okay. More groundedness and how you are, groundedness. So lines on either side going straight down, right? Grounded energy. This is, those aspects of, am I receiving or adapting into these new ways of being and grounded in healthy ways? Right? This is going to be a bit more of the clarity that comes up with it, with Dagas here as well. This is also your clan flag with another clan flag. So you're adopting into new understandings where you are in your place in the world is being healed. The challenge that you had here in your past and that shook your divine masculine up a little bit is being healed. So you're getting into definitions, less attachments to definitions, and you're more open to changing your mind and less involvement with your ego. When you're present, you kind of let go of that ego stuff and you're able to have this happen a lot more lucidly, like a lot more effortlessly. And that opens yourself up to more authenticity with yourself and with others. This is awesome, Aquarius. So, Soul's Journey Oracle deck, message of clarity here for the very end. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Aquarius need to hear for this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. One card of clarity. Now, you are so silly with me sometimes. One card of clarity do you have for Aquarius for their Divinely Guided Rune reading here for this week? What does Aquarius need to hear? What does Aquarius energy need? Thank you. Health, okay. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. All aspects of health too, right? Easy to overindulge here in the future, just keep an eye on that. That might be a little bit of advisement here too. Let's read more about this card. I don't want to say too much right now because I think this will just speak for itself, honestly. Your body is a temple, and so you are responsible for its care, Aquarius. You have chosen to incarnate in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons. And if you don't maintain the physical vehicle that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about your nourishment and exercise. You could be a sensitive being who must be conscious of your surroundings because you can easily be drained by people, places, or things. You can always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client, for example, or just bring your mind back to your heart through the day to rejuvenate. This card may also signify a desire to assist other beings through physical or emotional healing work. Aquarius, you may be involved professionally in the medical fields, body work, or psychiatry and counseling, or maybe you're just a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you or someone you know inherited a congenital disease, past life work may be of some benefit. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.